After her brother, mother, and father all passed away from cancer, one Missoula woman was left alone, her immediate family now gone. However, before they left this earth, they paved a path to help others in similar situations. KPAX's Lauren Heiser spent the last month getting to know this family's story and the incredible legacy they've left for others.
Lawrence and Debbie Jennings met in a class in 1972 at the University of Montana.
It was here that he asked her out on their first date. 6 months later, they moved in together, and from then on, they never left each other's side.
The couple married and later had 2 children, Noah and Liza. Their home was filled with laughter and music. Deb was a painter and a loving mother. Larry was a lawyer and a musician.
I met you on a railway train.
He said, I grew up in a house where it was more important to play a song than it was to do the dishes. And to this day, there are a number of dirty dishes, and there are record players, and there are guitars and pianos everywhere in the house.
In their 46 years, they fought cancer 3 times, once for their son Noah, once for Larry, and once for Deb. The disease killed all 3 of them.
Babe, you're just a gambler in disguise.
Noah was diagnosed with brain cancer in 2000. He received treatment on and off for 7 years. Month after month, Deb sat at the kitchen table surrounded by bills. The family paid up to $8,000 a month up front to keep up with Noah's treatments. Deb spent hours each day on the phone fighting the insurance companies, desperate to be paid back before the next refill. It became her full-time job. Charlie Cromwell was one of Noah's best friends and a law student at the University of Montana. In an effort to help his friend's family, he drafted new legal language and proposed it to his professor. The new language would change the law and make it so that patients would only have to pay their copay up front. Drug company lobbyists fought the bill at first until the wording was changed slightly and the rule was worked into a general housekeeping bill. It was then signed by the governor at the time, David Schweitzer. At that point, even the lobbyists had to admit that the new standard made sense.
You know, that is but one legacy of the Jennings family. Even in their times of despair and need, they were always incredibly generous with their time.
In 2008, Noah stopped treatment. He graduated from the University of Montana in a ceremony for one, and then he died shortly after on November 20th. He was just 26. The bill written in his honor didn't pass until after Noah had died, but it has since helped many people in Montana. Liza's 27th birthday felt like a milestone. It was a birthday her brother never got to celebrate, and she saw it as a new beginning. However, that happiness was short-lived. 1 month after Liza's birthday, her mother was diagnosed with AML, a kind of leukemia. 1 month after that, Larry found out that he had stage 4 metastatic cancer. Liza watched as the disease overtook each of her family members differently. Noah and Debbie's cancer progressed slowly, but Larry's was quick.
He was in so much pain. But my dad's doctor said anybody else would have died in August, and that he was living on willpower and love alone, and that was kind of cool. It made him feel really powerful, which was good.
Meanwhile, as both of them fought the disease, the legislation that passed all those years before in honor of their son was now helping to make their fight more financially manageable. Larry died on December 2nd, 2018, 10 years and 1 week after Noah. Shortly after Christmas, Deb was placed into hospice care. For the 3rd time, Liza watched as a loved one prepared to die in the home where she had grown up. On February 15, 2019, Deb passed away. The walls she had planned to paint lay bare, but the family's piano she painted green, red, gold, and blue, and a chair that she had once covered in papier-mâché still sat where they've always been. With the last of her immediate family gone, Liza says she's comforted by the legacy created for her family by the legislation that helped so many people, including her parents. In Missoula, Lauren Heiser, MTN News.
What an amazing woman. Liza says her fans and family are rallying around her, making sure she does not feel alone.